All right. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jason Williams. I am going to be your host for the presentation today. I'm also the founder of the Global Investment Group. I wanted to ask you to take a moment, pause this video if you need to. Please read this disclaimer, and then let's dive into today's training, as this quick video training is going to explain to you what GIG can do for you. So, now let's talk about all the different kind of cryptos. You got Ethereum, blockchain, Bitcoin, all this different stuff to invest in. But here's the major thing to take away from it all. There's 714, not thousand, not hundreds, 714 million. All right. The growth rate in 2025 at the time of this recording is just a little bit over 0.9%, or essentially 1% for the global population of users. So that's really important to know, because when we talk about monthly index and why you should be utilizing a company like GIG, you need to know that the price index for our market skyrocket increase. Our volume index of use and transactions skyrocket increase. Our volatility decrease. That's what you want to see. So let's talk about GIG and how we maneuver and position everything. We have a banking system that's built inside of our program. When you become a member, you're able to become part of our extended family with private placement programs. And these are smart contracts. So let's take a look at the next slide, because the next slide will kind of break it down. Smart contracts can't be manipulated. They can't be fraudulently changed. Once they're created, they're created. It's kind of like a code in a pop machine, right? You put a price, you put the product in a machine. Once you hit the certain price point or the right amount of money, the machine will read it, register it, and then it allows it to be dispensed. Well, the same thing with the bank. When the bank has our smart contracts that we create for you, once the value is reached on that smart contract in that time frame or on the time frame date, it will then automatically close out and pay out. It is covered by insurance also, by the way. And look at this slide. Look at the money that the bank is making, the slide of our insurance and what they're making off of this. So it benefits everybody. It's a win-win scenario. And to be 100% honest, you really can't beat it. All right. So what essentially is happening is we create the private placement accounts. We have a processing fee depending on the account you go into. Once you pay that processing fee, that's it. The bank, because we're already accredited with them, will cover the investment on that certificate or that smart contract. Once the bank covers it, essentially, the bank will have it insured just in case the bank defaults of any kind or any way. The insurance for the bank, FDIC, will cover that smart contract value and note. Then the insurance company will pay it out, and or the bank will pay it out on this maturity date to the owner of the smart contract. So let's take a quick second and look at the next thing. But before I do so, I want you guys to really kind of think about that. When you go to a vending machine, you don't think about, what's happening in the background. You just put your money in and it disperses. Well, it's doing that on a smart contract for cryptonic currency. Why is that so big? Well, remember, we said the global market is over 700 million, and we've increased in the global market space by almost a whole percent in this physical year. But making it even better is that we have a 16.93% in the month of July alone for the index growth. The volume of transactions increased by 57.4, and our risk is down 13%. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at a numbers layout. I use this particular calculator site to do all of our numbers, so that way it's not me just telling you numbers. It's the system and it actually producing the numbers based off of what we put in. So we're going to take a basic $300 account. That's less than what every single member starts within our company. They all start with at least $350 in this particular community fund account. But let's start with a simple $300 to make numbers easy and fast. Let's go ahead and put in our last quarter's evaluation. Because it's August 9th of this year, we have not gotten a new quarter, but let's take the most up-to-date number that we have, which is 51% return. It's just a hair above that, but 51%. What we're going to do is we're going to put it for a full calendar year of 12 months. All right. And in the next section, you're going to see where I did it for 20 years. All right. I know not everybody's going to do it for 20 years. So you'll have to change these numbers to meet your specific growth needs. However, this 20-year plan will allow me to show you how the account will build. So we're going to stick with 20 years. And what I'm going to say is, hey, I'm a committed investor. I want to see as much success as I can. So I will commit every paycheck, every 2 weeks, to put in $50 or $100 a month. And at the end of every year, instead of doing monthly drawdowns and killing my compound interest rate, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the compound interest rate work for me like crazy. So I'm only going to draw down every year, and it's going to be on the 1st of December. All right, let's look at the new numbers now and how this all breaks out. I think you're going to be astonished. All right, after you've done all your drawdowns, you would still have $9.7 million plus dollars in your account. If you don't draw down on that account at all, all right, and you let it compound all the way out, you would have a total of 12.8 million plus dollars in there. All right. Your initial balance is $300. All right. The additional deposits over the whole term of 20 years was $26,000. All right. And your total withdrawals, if you do the 10% withdrawal every year, you will have withdrawn $3 million over the course of 20 years. All right. Actually, 3.1 plus. All right. Your yearly rate's 51%. Your calculated compound interest, providing we stay on this pace, is going to be 64.78%. Guys, that is huge, huge, huge returns. And again, this is not me making up fictitious numbers or just saying, hey, trust me, these are the numbers you're going to make. This is me showing you on the calculator site exactly how to put this in. You put it in. As long as our system performs at 51% or better each year, which we have, by the way, you will be on pace to do these numbers or more. We also have a 70+% win rate, which means 7 out of 10 trades we place, we will win. And when you take that coupled with the compounding interest effect that we have every single month on our account, you can see why this becomes really, really big and starts to get really, really crazy really, really quick. So let's go ahead and take a look at the next slide as we get ready to wrap this up. So here's our new slide. Guys, I know the numbers are a little bit hard to read, but I wanted to make sure they were all in here so you can see it all at once. So pause the video if you need to, zoom in if you'd like. But guys, these are the numbers, all right? These are the numbers. There's absolutely no question about it. This is what you're going to get. And this is what the returns will be based on the ROI, or return on your investment, and your compound interest being at 51%. All right. You will become an official millionaire by year 15. All right. Not only that, but on your 20th year forward, providing you stay on the same path and nothing has changed, you'd be able to draw down $1 million and you would be living off of $1 million salary based on the performance of this account. So that is the importance of our AITS system, which is just the automated intelligent trading software. We are on our 3.5 version. We just did an update. When we did the update, our users for this current month had a significant win rate. It more than doubled the year before. And guys, that is why you need to be a part of GIG. So if you're interested in becoming a member of GIG, make sure to click the link below this video. Go inside our description window, click the link there. It'll bring you to our website / our intake form. And when you become a member of our community, you'll receive a call. To join the community is free. However, if you want to become an investor, you have to join. All right. Right now, we have 83 spots left at the time of this recording. And those 83 spots, all right, are selling for $9.95. Our actual price is $15.95. So make sure that you get in before it increases to almost $1,600 because that is a significant change and you can take advantage of the 60% win. Join me and the rest of my team as we host the Mad Money session on our podcast shows. It's all about scaling businesses, taking opportunities, learn about the AI trading platform, learn about hacking your portfolio and joining that course, and how to build retirement with our software. With that said, guys, that's it. Take care and God bless.